What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Casting Camp Arkansas. On today's video, we're going to be talking about how I set my jugs up when I go to the lake to catch some catfish. But before we get started, we're going to need a few things. You're going to need a jug, number 18 nylon twisted line, 5/0 hook, some 2-ounce sinkers, reflective tape, knife, a lighter, and a Sharpie. Okay, so get your jug, and this could be a milk jug or water jug, whatever, anything that's like this. Then you're going to get your reflective tape. I bought the reflective tape from Amazon, and I figured that it's about 2 foot around the jug. So I wrap the jug 3 times at the base of the jug, so that's 6 foot of tape that I use per jug. So obviously if you have 10 jugs, that's 60 foot of tape that you're going to need. And if you have 20 jugs, that's 120 foot that you're going to need, so on and so forth. So you're just going to find a good spot to start wrapping here, and you're just going to wrap the base of the jug, because remember, this is the part of the jug that's going to be sticking out of the water, at least until one of those large cats get a hold to it and pull it under the water. But you want the nozzle of this jug to be pointed downwards, so the top is going to be where we tape here. So I've used this tape before, and I've had a lot of success with it. It really is very reflective. It's Department of Transportation style tape that they use on trailers and things of that nature. And so you get really good glare off of the tape if you're out searching in the middle of the night with a spotlight, or if you have lights on your boat, anything of that nature. So this tape really works really well. I found it on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below on the exact tape I have and how much I paid for it. But yeah, it's really good. It sticks really well, even under wet conditions, the sort of conditions you'll find in a boat or in a lake or river or anywhere else that you want to use these. And so this is my second wrap on the jug, and I'll put one more wrap on here. Again, that's going to be 6 foot of tape at the base of this milk jug. And so I had a little bit left over, and I'm just going to put one to kind of go over the top of the jug like this. You don't have to do this. Most of the time I do not, and these jugs work just fine, but I'm going to put one over the top just in case it gets hung up in something and the only thing showing is the top. I'll at least be able to catch a glimpse of it in the dark. And so I'm just going to go basically from one side to the other and put a strip of this tape, this reflective tape, on the top of the jug. Now that we have our jug wrapped, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our line. And I'm using number 18 twisted nylon line, and that particular line is good for roughly 270 pounds of tensile strength. And so I've never had any problems with it. It holds up really good. I've actually used the same line in a couple of instances for multiple seasons, getting wet, tangled up. So it does really, really well. You can pick this stuff up on Amazon. You can pick it up at Academy, however, wherever you'd like to. I'm tying on a slip knot here. That's what works for me. You do whatever works for you. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our sinkers. And these are 2-ounce sinkers, and they work great for keeping the jug in place, especially if there's wind or current. You may need to go heavier or lighter, whichever you prefer. But all you're going to do is take a loop within that line, and you're going to slide it through the eye of the sinker. And then you're going to open that loop up, and then you're going to push the sinker through that loop. This makes it a lot easier to get on and off of this line by doing it like this. If you need to move it up or move it down, whatever, it just makes it really easy. You don't have to cut the line to take it off, you just take it off. So the next thing you're going to do now is you're going to get your hook. This is a number 5 hook, number 5/0 hook, however you say it. And I'm kind of, particular about using a polymer knot. I've had great success with them. Very seldom do they break. I've had hooks that have been bent straight and the knot has just held perfectly. And so that's what I'm doing, is I'm tying a polymer knot on here. You're going to take a loop through the eye of that hook and tie an overhand knot. Maybe, if I'm not fumbling over my fingers. You're going to push it through and cinch it up, but not real tight, and then thread that hook through that loop all the way to the top side of the eye and then pull everything tight. And there you have it. Now, obviously, you would make your line to whatever depth that you're going to fish. This was just for the purpose of this video. So it's not very long right now, but normally if I'm fishing in 6 foot of water, I may tie a jug that's 5 foot or 4 foot. Just do whatever works for you. At this point, you would take a Sharpie. Here in Arkansas where I'm at, we have to have our jugs marked clearly. And so at this point, I typically mark my jugs with my license plate number. And that way, if anybody ever comes out, they'll be able to kind of see whose jug it is. And these are really cool because you store them just like I'm showing here. Everything kind of goes into the jug. And what I found is if you'll cut a little notch in the lip of this nozzle here, you can slide your line into that notch, and it makes closing it a lot easier. Now, you will get a little water in here whenever you've got the jug set. It's no big deal. Just open the lid and pour it out, and it's going to be just fine. Hey y'all, what's going on? Thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. Just don't forget to like and subscribe. Any help we can get, we really appreciate. We got a lot of cool content coming up. We've got a trip planned with some great friends where we're gonna do a lot of fishing, a lot of camping, sitting around a campfire, just making great memories. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, just remember always that life is too short, so go fishing.